Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Whitney and I am on a weight loss journey. On October 27th, 2020, I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, or VSG, surgery. That is a type of weight loss surgery, also known as the gastric sleeve. Since that time, I've been documenting my journey here on YouTube, and I am here today with my week 13/3-month post-op update. So first things first, we'll jump into stats. When I started on this journey back in May of 2020, I was at my high weight of 282.4 pounds. That was when I started the process of getting approved for surgery. From the time I started to when I actually had surgery, it took about 5 months, and during that time, I lost about 23 pounds, so that the day of surgery, I weighed in at 259 pounds even. When I checked in with you guys last week, I had weighed in at 229.2 pounds. And when I checked in with you last month for my 2-month update, I was at 235 pounds even. My current weight is 224 pounds even. So that is a weekly loss of 5.2 pounds and a loss for the month of 11 pounds even. It's a loss since surgery of 35 pounds and a loss since my high weight of 58.4 pounds. So those are pretty cool numbers. I feel good about them. Honestly, pretty surprising, given that my life has been all over the place the last month, really, but including the last week. So I'm really, really happy with those numbers. As you know, if you've been watching me, work has been really insane for me, which is why I am super late getting you guys this video and why my eating has not been super on track. It has gotten a little bit better from where it was, but could be better for sure. Today was kind of my first normal day at work since all the craziness that's been going on. And hopefully things should continue to be pretty steady. So I am back to sort of my normal, healthy weight loss eating as of today, but pretty much up through yesterday, that was really not the case. So, that's just the reality of the situation. Again, you know, not something I'm promoting, but that's also real life for me right now. And I want to tell you guys the truth. So that's what's happening. Likewise, I had actually been pretty good with my exercise routine this whole month, even with the craziness at work. And then that kind of deteriorated over the last 10 days or so. Work was crazy, but the weather here also got really bad. And pretty much all of my exercising I do by going outside and going for a walk or going for a bike ride. So I need to get back to that. But, that is what it is. Something else, I reported on this, I think in my last weekly video, but definitely more detail. I'm definitely experiencing more hair loss. Again, I still have a lot of hair, so it's not something I'm too concerned about, but I definitely notice when I wash my hair, I'm losing a lot more of it, and it's visible now up in this front area of my hairline. I'm not too worried about it, but just I know that's something people ask about all the time, so that's what I've been experiencing. In happier news, I have experienced some pretty cool NSVs this month that I wanted to share with you. The first is that I've noticed when I sit down to tie my shoes, I can bend over and tie my shoes and be like that for I don't want to say an extended period of time, but the whole time it takes me to tie my shoes, and it's not like I'm having to hold my breath or feeling like I'm really squished when I do that. I can comfortably sit down, lean over, tie my shoes, no problem, not have to think about it, which I could tie my shoes prior to losing this weight, but it was more it was just uncomfortable, and now it's not. So that's pretty cool. The other thing is I bought some new clothes finally. I've been avoiding buying clothes because I'm working from home, and I didn't want to buy a bunch of clothes that I'd then sort of phase out of rather quickly. But I feel like I've lost a good bit of weight. I'm about halfway to my goal, which talk about how crazy that is. And I just wanted some clothes that fit me. It just sucked that everything I put on was too big and I just felt dumpy, and it made it hard for me to see my weight loss. And so I finally went and bought some new clothes when I finally got some time off work the other day. And y'all, I fit into a size 14 jeans. That's crazy. I was a size 20 before surgery, and honestly, some of those were tight. So that's amazing. I haven't been a size 14 since I was in college, and even that was for like a minute. I've always been like a 16, 18, and then when I really got up to my high weight, I was a 20, but that wasn't like standard. But I hung out in the 16, 18s for years, most of my adult life. So it is so cool to be in a 14. The 14s are tight, but they definitely fit. Like a 16 would be too big. So that's awesome. Really excited about that. So that's kind of all I have, honestly. Things this month have been so crazy and off track that I don't have a ton to report. But I also wanted to check in with you guys and let you know that I'm kind of reevaluating the future of this channel. I'm not going anywhere. The channel will still continue, but I'm feeling like doing weekly updates is not super sustainable for me and my lifestyle. I recently got I don't know if you'd call it a promotion, but I started I'm going to call it a promotion. I'm going to claim it. I got a promotion at work. And so I'm working in kind of a different position, and it just has more responsibility, more work, things like that. And so I want to be really dialed in on that and focusing on that. I still want to post on this channel, but I need to find a better balance so that I'm not so inconsistent on here. I would also like to post other types of content other than just my weekly updates, but trying to do weekly updates, monthly updates, and other content on top of that is just too much for me to keep up with. And so I think what I'm going to do in the interim, at least, is go to every other week, and I'll continue doing monthly updates. Sometimes those might be combined with the weekly updates like this one is. Sometimes it may be a standalone video, just depending on how the calendar falls and all that jazz. So I wanted to let you guys know that I'll still be here, but I'm hoping that doing that will just keep this fun for me rather than feeling like a chore, and will also allow me to bring you guys other types of content, like more what I eat in a day videos, and other topical videos, things like that. So I'm going to try that out for a couple weeks, months, see how that goes, and then reevaluate. You know, it might be that I decide that I just want to do it monthly, or that I want to go back to doing it weekly. I'm not quite sure yet, but don't be surprised that will be the new format. So I think that's all I have for you guys. The last thing I'm going to insert here, because this is a monthly update video, is I took measurements. So as you can see on this graphic that we have up on the screen here, didn't have a huge movement in my measurements this month, but did have some pretty cool losses, especially around my hips and waist, and actually even down on my legs. So that is very cool. And then the last thing we'll have here are before and after photos. So we'll start first with the last month to this month photos. I don't know that I can see too much of a difference here, which kind of makes sense. I mean, it's 11 pounds, not 50, so it's not going to be super noticeable. But I do feel like I can see, especially in the side-to-side photos, more of like just a little refinement, especially around my waist and on my back and in my arms a little bit. So that's pretty cool. And then next are my pre-op pictures. So this is from back in June, just shortly after I started the process of losing weight, to now. So that's about 6 months worth of weight loss, just about a little over 50 pounds. And I mean, that difference is just stark. It's totally crazy. And it's funny because, you know, we see ourselves every day in the mirror, and it doesn't, sometimes it's hard to see the progress, and then you look at these photos and you're like, jaw drop. It's crazy to see how different I look. So if you are just starting on this journey, or you know, even if you're on your way and you have not been taking photos of yourself, I highly, highly, highly recommend taking progress photos, because it is so helpful when you're feeling down or when you feel like, was it all worth it? Or when you have a hard day, to be able to go back and look at those. It's crazy. So, that's all I have for you guys this week and this month. And I'll look forward to coming back to you guys in 2 weeks for my next weekly update. As always, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. I do read all the comments. I respond to them. It might take me a little bit to get back to you, but I do, in fact, read them. I love hearing from you guys. I love all the support. And, those of you that say like, oh, I watched your videos and it's helping me. That's so cool. That's why I started this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel and you like this content, go ahead and subscribe. If there's something you'd like to see me do on this channel, let me know that down in the comments as well, and I will take it under consideration. So hope you guys have a wonderful week, wonderful month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.